I'd like to call the meeting to order. It is 6:00 PM. We are all in attendance today. I'd like to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we'll pause for a moment of silence. All right, we will now consider the minutes from the August 7th, 2023 meeting. Commission, are there any corrections to that? If not, may I have a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
Second.
Vote all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Now we'll discuss the downtown seasonal decorations.
Before I get that, there was topics of the budget aspect of it, how much money we had. I can't remember who brought it up, but it said that, money was for that budget. But when, of course, I put that around to figure out how much it's actually in there. Come to find out that budget, I guess, the budget was never in. The city council budget, there's no point. They currently at the moment, but we're talking with administration and Bonnie and some of the other members of the city council was that, I guess, the number that was budgeted to be discussed and more. See if there's something that I guess we can push out to kind of stuff like that. I guess it's never incorporated, but I guess it's now discussed as incorporated budget aspect of the
And part of that is it's over what $200-300 is already. What do we do? Take it back?
Not that I'm aware of, like I said, I think there was discussion that, what I heard, that we just get a number and we continue to discuss it, all of this, that we look $1,500 for all the stuff for the fall, right?
Oh,
No, for the whole year.
So
Yeah.
I think we'll just right now, what's for the fall, everything that you need to do for the fall. And
Then you got other to pay. We've got
basically getting that price and seeing, Warren and I, get this reimbursed, I guess, on behalf of whatever budget is there on another line item. For the general miscellaneous, just got to come out of, I guess, one of those fund lines, but there wasn't necessarily a fund line that was under the appearance commission. And that's what we were trying to basically figure out, so last week and a half, I guess.
We'll get on
Yeah,
that.
but what? Well, I will. I don't
We
know.
will.
What happens
We
once will not happen twice. What we had thought about it, but at that moment, it was like 1,500. Trying to build up our supply. About the same thing every year that. And had it like $500 for Halloween or fall, but not just Halloween, fall. Whatever comes up. That's what I think is the most reason. I don't think if this is I was even thinking.
The Central Park.
Yeah. Especially children at Christmas.
Go out sometimes, but not all that, but you did, but like I said, I think you're gonna try to make quite whatever the number that you all are looking to spend for the however much was out there, they're going to try. And, I guess making it for it, I guess, Chanel or who's reimbursed for it, pay out there for like work. But there's already surplus of stuff from last year's, isn't there? We decorated all of it.
Verdict is not gonna do theirs this. Talk to different people and get
Thank you.
stuff that I had left over, Jennifer's in their warehouse at Lee. Getting it was about that. Different flowers. I seem to have 1,000 leaves. I don't know those things that we wrap with these things in. But I think there's enough.
Yes, mhm,
So,
And
we
tans.
bought, and, you
and
know,
tan.
Or you said it's basically the only thing else that you needed to get is paid.
That's
and
it.
some more packets probably.
So, yeah, I mean, so with a price tag, you know how much you got in quotes for hay or how much pumpkin.
I did
Just got
that.
a deal she made. Oh, she and I both had, but she's got the.
So get together whatever receipts and whatever price that is and just give it to me either tonight or tomorrow morning. And, I'll discuss with Aaron and Megan, because Bonnie knows, we talked to her when he started. Because I didn't actually, make her aware of kind of the same thing. She was kind of under the impression that we just brought up more and things there, that you could get something pushed out. But, I guess it's your goal.
I'd kind of like to wait until we get it installed, because some things I might take back.
Is there a list that you, of the things that's already been purchased? Is there a list?
Itemized on the thing, yeah.
Is there something we can be made aware of what we purchased, so we'll know?
I just touches flowers and scarecrows and.
Tan. Short stakes.
But like,
The little. what we had last year that was messed up with.
So, I guess on that note, I mean, we'll get all that stuff taken care of, or we'll work it out. It'll be in front of city council tomorrow. What what other topics are discussed? Say, for that conversation on what else? Say the money's there, everything else, what location, everything else wise. Want to make sure that all of your concerns and notes are being heard as well in regards to how these falls is gonna look in that regard. So I'll just let y'all talk about whatever, you know. Whatever location, where we decide.
I can tell.
Go ahead.
There'll be one at North Main Street in Hardin, which is up where the SO is. North Main Street in Hardin, East Elm Street and Main. Soda shop. Same address for the Wits. South Main Street, which is going to be up some feet from Graham Furniture because we have nothing coming into the city at all. Sutton's will have theirs, but they're private, but they'll have one. And then we'll be doing the park. So that'll give us six places.
Basically all 6 corners, right?
Exactly.
At the court.
Yeah, we're not doing, Passion.
Yeah, not that. I guess the full name.
The verdict does not want to do theirs. She's talked to them twice and they don't want to participate, even though they have all the supplies, they don't want to participate.
I explained it twice now that it's.
It's straw.
Last year, I went.
So do we have a schedule that we have in mind, as far as, the start date, the times? Things like that? Discuss that.
Scarecrows are coming. I got some scarecrows coming.
I went for one.
It's been really hot working in this heat. It's been horrible.
So how many bales of hay are we looking at?
Each thing last year.
We're looking for anywhere from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 20.
Yeah, because we.
Anywhere from 16 to 20. Rusty from Isley Farm said I could get it for $4 and it's the kind that they decorate with. He said it's very.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last year it was.
He said only for us.
They don't wanna make time donation.
Well, they usually get
Oh, that's
$6.50
good.
a bale.
Everybody in this town has donated one.
Photo op spot.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that go in there too. Cause even when we're working out there, there's a lot of people. Oh, but Public Works.
Yeah,
Public Works.
I've been there before. Thank you.
Okay, so I have hay. I have hay. And no, not personally, but so that's why I've not been ignoring or randomly, but I've been texting my brother and asked, because a friend of his has a farm. And so he tried to call me and I told him I couldn't talk to him because I was in the meeting. And then I said, okay, well, actually, maybe we need 20 bales. And he said yes. And then he said, what is an appearance meeting? So.
It's where we dress and put on
Yeah,
makeup.
So you have the
So-
complete 20 bales.
I got 20 bales, yep. Well, he's gonna let us use it and, I mean, we won't have any use for it after the things come down, right? Yeah, so he'll just come back
And he's delivering it, right?
I can get it delivered. My brother and I are really close. I can get him to bring it, yeah. Yeah, or Tommy can go get it out there at Paul's, yeah, so.
We'll have this done by October 1st. That's what. So if we're gonna decide after tonight of the schedule, how will we get the schedule? So we'll know what time. My suggestion is that if we could have a Saturday included in one of the days, so the people that do work can also participate. And your days are gonna get shorter, so probably want 1 or 2 days. Everyone, I was gonna suggest maybe if we can maybe consider a Saturday as the startup day.
What I was gonna say, there was for last year, we did, all those got together to do, so. I'll do one.
I think you could get out of the day based on what I did last year. You said one Saturday, I guess, say, best case scenario, all 7 people are there. 7 people respectively get 6 corners done, decorated.
I would think so.
I guess the one way to get it done quick for a deadline is to say, all right, everybody who's this day, your calendar, we're coming out here, we'll have all the stuff together.
Mhm.
Sometimes you get so many people,
But we just,
we just got to
we need
I
a
would-
date.
come up at the end. Had y'all been working on that?
I got down
I
there,
love up and every lady.
I got there around 11:15. Jennifer called me at 11. I was there about 11:13, 11:15. Got there around.
Wow, y'all left when I got there, because I didn't know anything about it. About 4.
Got there about 4 o'clock. Yeah, at that time, we had been working almost 5 hours. So this year, take the time.
I know that the Hispanic Heritage Festival is September 23rd on a Saturday, so just make sure we don't do it that day, because downtown is swamped for the Hispanic Heritage.
I
Festival.
can't hear, I'm sorry.
Miss
Do what
Vaughn, are
now?
you hearing what she's?
Just calendar wise, September 23rd, we should avoid, so probably the Saturday after that, because the 20,
30th.
oh, 30th,
September 30th.
that might be the best. You're right.
It will meet your first deadline, yeah. Say September 30th, and what time do you think?
I'm not available in the morning. I'm only
Yes.
available that afternoon.
Um, Is this a Saturday?
That's a Saturday, yes. Mhm.
It's not available. It's not available. Let me ask you this,
What about a Sunday? That works? No? Sunday.
I'm sorry,
I'm
what was the schedule for September 30th?
I can't go in the morning. We have a ministry meeting at church, so I could go that afternoon. Yeah.
I can do anything.
Yeah, I can do anytime.
okay. If we giddy up,
Morning.
Probably like 12:31,
That'd
because
be a
our
good
things
time.
like
You're
from
going
9
late
to
for some.
12.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be good.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I can come straight after our ministry meeting, but
What would be a good startup time, you think, maybe by 10, 11?
there you
There
go.
you go. Sorry, sorry with my voice anyway. Uh, I think if we start out with one of the places downtown, and that way we can see how we're gonna set it up. If we're gonna do the same or what ideas pop up with when we get the hay and start setting it up. That was pretty much how we did it last year.
So I guess for a setup, we would need hay first, and then we could build on top of that with the
Right,
stuff.
but that's what, because we have the hay and then we've got the other stuff but the hay is the hay thing. I've got, last year, remember we had the leaves that went around it. I've got those. We've got pumpkins or our soda shop does. And so their stuff, they got the sodas. What?
So will we ask the person, your brother,
That's,
do you think he can drop them off at the various different locations? And
Yeah.
Will already be in place.
yeah, I'm gonna ask him if he can bring them in on the 23rd. We'll get them here on the the 20, well, on the
Okay, the
22nd.
problem is, are
On
you
the
going
30th.
I mean, on the
29th.
29th.
Yeah.
Thank
29th.
you.
You're wanting
Sorry.
to do all of one. So you're saying you want to do all of them on one day? When you said it took 5 hours to do one
I have no idea.
last year?
I can help on a weekday probably if we
We're
need-
saying to start
The first
the
one is
first
what
one
I
on
think,
Saturday. And then we work as much as we can.
and we'll set the next, I know, okay, so that's one sense that,
Yes, ma'am.
I was
And
gonna
said,
say, in other words, we got to have room for 30 bales of hay then. But what I was, I'm thinking
20
is I
bales.
can, I'll,
20 bales.
Yeah, I asked him
Well,
for
what-
20. Yeah.
others, you know.
And
we
how
can
many
get-
would you say, Ms. Khan, at each station? 4?
I think we had 3, we may need 4, but if, okay, what I think I can do is, I have a carport and I'll move my cars out.
No, he can bring them down here and he can leave them. I mean, if worse
But
comes
if
to
we're
worse,
not doing them all at one time, though, we don't want them staggered on the sidewalks for that. You see,
I don't think it's gonna take as long this year because you have, you're organizing it and we have a set amount of supplies. And each thing is gonna be
But if
equally
you're only-
distributed. So it won't be as chaotic as was,
okay, but the-
seemingly.
okay, are you gonna work every day then, or are you just gonna work weekends? That's the thing, what are you gonna do with these bales of hay?
I don't think it's going to, if we're splitting up, if we decide we're gonna split up to,
If
Per
that, if that's
station?
what, if y'all decided that, I didn't hear you say you had.
did everybody think that would be a good idea? Because I think it would work
And I
good.
worked on one to see what we're doing.
Like the
get-
first-
get the
and then-
plan down,
Like,
then we
and
can
then
try
see
to
what we're-
split up.
And
Let's give them,
Okay.
let's
that'd
get the bales of hay.
Okay.
because if schedules work out best as pairs, then, if
Right.
so-and-so can
And
work
I-
together from 5 to 7 or
Yeah.
whatever, that's good.
And I don't work, I'm retired, so I can float from one to
And I'm
other,
staying
do all.
home,
I
so
mean,
I'll help you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, but I can, right.
Yeah.
We can
All
work
right,
together.
sure.
So Noel, can your brother deliver
So
on
the
the
3 of us will
22nd?
be a team, then she can come at 1, she'll relieve somebody.
no, I can
I'll be
ask
ready
him.
to go.
I can ask him.
Okay, cool.
Well,
If
the,
we can get
His-
delivered
the
on
Hispanic
the
Heritage
21st or
Festival is the
22nd.
23rd.
I'm in the middle of that.
The Hispanic Heritage Festival is the 23rd. So there's everything downtown for the Hispanic Heritage Festival is the 23rd, the Saturday before.
Okay,
If we get it on the street.
Yeah.
Then I will work on the ones that we just planned. All there to be put together. We'll take days and days, because this is gonna take That's what I wanted
But I
to know.
think
Well,
that-
can get it by the 21st or 22nd.
So if I get it by the 22nd, what's he gonna do with
But
it?
it's this, if the span.
What's he gonna do with it? Where are we putting the hay?
We got it marked out.
Oh.
The hay.
Where you can drop it.
We're talking two, three different things. You talked about the hay, your brother. If he
Yeah.
puts, if he can bring it to my carport.
Okay, so we just want to have him bring it to your house?
Unless that when the day he comes, if there's, if. we're
When do
ready-
you guys want us, like,
I'm so confused.
so are we all meeting on the 30th
Yeah.
and doing it that weekend?
Can he drop it off that morning on the
And
30th?
then we could do it like,
Could walk him around, show him where to drop it off.
like Saturday, the 30th and October the 1st on that Monday. So we have a weekday and a weekend.
First is a Sunday.
It was only 30 days in September.
Okay. So I guess October 2nd, if we need a weekday, or we could do Friday, the 29th and September 30th. Are you guys wanting a weekday option and a weekend option, or like,
That's what we're
I'm out.
discussing.
setting
Days
it
are
up.
off for me. I'm out.
when are you out?
I'm out. I'm out. I'm only available like, the 21st and 22nd, and then you said the festival is the 23rd. No more than the 25th. I can't work it.
But we can, but there's enough here that
Yeah.
as far as the
I'll be
local
gone.
things that we're wanting to. I'm gonna break your arm in a minute.
No, I
No,
know,
no.
so many side
Right,
conversations.
right. No,
If we can speak into the microphone, because we can't hear on this side. we wanna make
That's what I'm
sure.
saying with.
But what we're proposing from the three here, Ms. Thomas,
Mhm.
is that we are all available on the 30th morning,
Okay,
right? She's coming in the afternoon, Miss Brandy, are you available 30th?
I work, I'm Carmen, but I work weekends at Tanger Outlets, but I can be here when I can be here is kind of like, and
but
I can
I'll
do
feel it, you know.
whatever.
Well, what I don't want to happen, well, y'all three say you do it morning, and Noel says she comes afternoon.
Oh, they're kind of all day.
Right.
I'm the only one that would
Yeah,
probably,
I-
no, when Noel shows up,
Oh,
I'll-
speak for yourself.
probably need to go.
That's all.
Okay, but what I hope to do this, we'll be there, and once we're tired and ready to leave. That one, that's why I'm saying I don't want to have so many halfway done. Really don't want bales of hay unless we know.
See, this
That we
year we
can
won't have
finish
to
'em
make
up.
the bows. You said you ordered the bows. Is that right?
Ribbon.
The ribbons, and you're gonna be making the bows. We
Because
have
that can be a last minute thing that,
You'll have them made on, by the 30th.
I'm not promise you I will have the made. I will promise you that I'll get as much done as I can, and you don't put bows on it till you know where you're gonna put it. Size and shape. I have the ribbons, so the main thing,
What decorations are we putting on each?
okay, you have flowers, you have leaves, you have pumpkins, you have big ferns. The tent, the things that you stick in there, scarecrows,
So do
they're on posts.
we have like a master picture or idea or
Let's see,
plan
let
of,
me- It's basically it's what, yeah, I think it may have eight.
because I mean, I think we're all adults and grownups and we could figure out
Yeah.
from a picture
Uh,
what
that's
goes
yeah,
where.
But it, cause that was the thing,
Um,
last year, it was all. Text it to y'all.
Cameron, you have the picture from last year,
We did
from last
a
year.
very crude.
So it sounds like what's going on here is that this corner, this is where the Esso tile's at.
Right. Mhm.
This is where the soda shop's at, this corner, at the park. Park over here, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Then at this corner, at Wits, right? And then at this corner of the furniture store,
Grand
right?
furniture.
Or is it further down?
It'll be further, where's Grand Furniture? Put your finger on it again. Yeah,
Off Main.
Yeah.
Grand furniture.
it'd be up from there, just a little bit up from Graham, just a little bit on the front. Because there's some poles and things there that you can set it. Yeah, that's one, yeah, because it's got poles and so forth there. You can't walk there anyway. See, there you go. See,
Between the buildings.
and if they're near the tree, the one, yeah, right there,
So where is it gonna be? Right there?
right
Okay,
there,
but,
right
okay,
there. You can't
okay.
walk there anyway.
okay, yeah.
And that's something coming into town. The other side was all construction, so we chose not to use.
I have
There.
five. I have North Main Street, Soda Shop, which is Hardin. And then I had, Town and Main. Wentz and Grand Park. South Main.
Yeah, the park, the youth park.
Park.
No, I don't know, trying to find. Let's see.
So you added in two more last year, right? Originally, these four corners, correct?
Right.
Right. That was,
Well, Sons and Sandys
They
are
do
doing
their
their
own.
own thing.
They do their own.
So I'm questioning,
I think it's just a matter when, we all worked on that first one. Remember how we had to stick those scarecrows at the back and then we had ferns and all those flowers.
That's cute.
And that's the
Very cute.
basic, see, this is the basic stuff that was there last year.
Mhm.
Just a matter of getting the straw in there, getting it covered, the ferns and stuff stuck into the hay. And
And once you see, and then once you reach the part of things, of the better. Did you get on that? That's not a. You know where to put.
Where the- that's where-
Yeah,
That makes sense.
So the bows are last? Is that the last?
pretty
thing
much
that
that's
goes on?
usually your last thing that's done.
Okay.
That's on the very
And you may
end.
not even need one.
So we could
Okay.
do like the hay bales, the scarecrows, the leaves.
Yeah.
The
The
next
basic
day,
thing
do the
that-
bows or something.
Yeah, the basic thing is you get your hay bales up and then cover the hay. And then, sort of arrange your flowers or sit your pumpkin. You can sit it before we push it in because the pumpkins, I had those, big things that go into them. They can be moved. I mean, it's not permanently, it's just they. Justin, if you don't like it, or, I mean, I hope we don't start. over.
No,
But yeah,
that's
that's the-
beautiful.
the
That's
thing.
pretty. That's nice, Miss Connie. We'll just go with you, the first one for
Okay, well,
demonstration.
yeah, in other
and
words,
go-
I'm
and
not gonna
then-
leave you. I mean, I'll be there if you need, if
Just
I've gone
let-
on to the, I'll
Everybody
be in
starts with
town.
you.
Well, I'll be
and
in
then we
town,
Split up.
right, right.
So
If
11
we
a.m.?
feel comfortable with
Well,
that,
you
what
wanna
time
do
will you
11 or
start?
10 this time?
whatever time is good for y'all. I live here in
Instead of
town,
you.
so I want to see it.
I'm
Sorry, I didn't
sorry.
know that.
10 a.m.'s fine.
10 a.m. Miss
I gotta
Connie.
get this
10,
off.
fine.
All right,
'Cause I
so
live in
September
town.
30th,
Yeah,
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Yes, ma'am.
Where are we meeting? Where is the first one?
Go to shop. right
Yep.
there.
We
The
can,
one too, if you want that one too.
Back to, a lot of discussion going on at one time, so let's just get back in a little bit, like, bit of order, I guess. One of the things along those lines, just make sure, on that. Cause I know, Noel, you had a question, right?
no, I'm good.
So we're meeting it September 30th at 10 a.m. at the soda shop. And everybody will start with Ms. Conlon. Break up into groups.
So now I have a question.
I'm sorry, but you're too late.
Yeah. Where do you want the bales? Because I can have him bring them in on Friday probably and drop them at the spots that they're supposed to be. And I mean, 3 bales per spot, and then he can put the other 2 bales in my garage. I mean, and that solves the problem of, I mean, he can stack them. That's not hard, 2 on the bottom, 1 on top of that. We can get them stacked between me, him and Tommy. So, I mean, that solves the problem of stacking the bales right there. All you gotta do is just come in and decorate them and, yeah.
Now, the ones I was getting weigh 45 pounds each. I'm just letting you know
It's doable.
how
I
much
get
is
it, so.
heavy
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Yeah, but I mean, Tommy and Pete are strapping young men and
Okay.
they, I mean, they both lift
And it'll be Friday night? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Friday evening, probably like, okay, so Pete leaves work at 3. If he goes out to Paul's, it'll be like 5 or 6 o'clock Friday
Okay.
evening.
And you can message me if you need help or anything.
Yeah, and I mean, we can get them to, they can stack them right there. I just need to know exactly in what spot. You know, so maybe before then, we can get together, somebody can get together with me and do a walkthrough and let me
You wanna
know.
do a Walkthrough on Friday evening, Ms. Khan.
Yeah, I think,
So
and
why don't
just
we
see if
just
we
say
can,
we'll deep downtown, put this for you, Ms. Khan, on Friday?
Friday night, whatever, you tell me and I'll make
Okay.
make a
It's
point to
good for
be
you
there.
guys on Friday?
Yeah, Friday night actually works.
Okay, so the,
Work for you?
Well, we
Okay, thank you.
It's about what time Friday night?
Whenever you
I mean,
say, no,
What's good for y'all? I mean,
I'm good with 5,
is 5 okay?
if that works for everybody.
So September
Okay.
29th, 5 p.m.
And let's just,
Gonna meet at the soda shop again.
I was gonna say, let's just meet at the soda
Okay.
shop. Make it easy. And then I'll get Pete to come and he can, like I said, it's not gonna be hard for him to drop those bales and stack them for us. And then
Just need
that
to-
part will be done.
right. So it's just, and just do they, are we planning just to do those 2 that night? Or
No,
do we
we're
want
not
to go
doing
one at a
any. He's
time?
gonna just drop and stack the bales.
Just have the hay ready for the next morning.
And Ms. Khan, in case of weather,
Yes.
what would you like to go to there? Raining that weekend.
Okay. But this old lady's retired, so I can come in.
You don't want to stand out in the rain.
But I'm just saying what, y'all have to decide what days. Will come.
We just have to touch base based on the
So if
forecast.
y'all think that, you can't do it those coming nights, or if we need to wait till the next weekend, because you have children, I mean, truly, it's just me.
So we'll be on notice.
Right, I mean, if it's
Okay,
bad
we'll be on
weather or
notice. Everybody
whatever,
just-
just give me a call and what we can do.
Cause we can look at the forecast Friday. If there is rain, make a plan for when the rain's supposed to stop. Cause
Mm.
sometimes we have these 3-day stretches and.
Yeah. Well, and I just looked and the Weather Channel only goes out to the 25th. So I mean, you know, by the end of this week, we should know the
Okay.
general idea of what's
But
gonna
we're gonna
happen.
be
Ms. Khan,
starting
may
on
we
the
have your telephone number?
919-593-5973.
5973.
5973.
And we should all have an email with everyone's phone numbers too, just in case anyone needs to contact.
I like write mine down, that way I can't say it.
Carmen,
I'm the oldest, besides Ms. Khan.
decorations at Esso, Garden and Main. They'll start out and there's Halloween bash.
Yep.
And then we have 3 tents to take their place after the bash.
Oh,
And then we
okay.
put in fall, but nothing else changes.
Okay,
Okay.
so there will be a small Halloween to fall change kind
Yeah.
of thing. Okay,
And Linda and I'll do that.
okay. Sounds good.
Guard State tens is all.
Okay,
Basically there and at, one of the one in, whatever.
One here at Grand Furniture Mart,
Okay, that's
and the one
that-
at Esso starts out with everything but 3
So what's the
food,
next
food,
time?
spooky
all
things.
right, everybody
Okay,
feels
we're
good?
breaking
No
up
other
again.
questions about
We
the
got
decorations?
discussions going on.
Good.
I was gonna stay up like it is.
Only
That's
that
that
one.
one.
Yep.
So can we move on to the next?
Yep. Okay. So we will now discuss topics of education for the Appearance Commission. Did you hear from Brandy?
But I think a lot of that stuff still stands. Now, in terms of, and I believe that she was a while back, discussed it. I think you were the first to respond to that, where it was, back. I'll forward everything back up here. Well, and take a look at it. A lot of that stuff, so I think it's announced. I think that's the,
ladies that left, kids set up some classes at Elon. Got the rec department's wife.
Mary
Mary
Fawcett.
Yes,
Fawcett,
Mrs.
yeah.
Fawcett. She had set up some classes at Elon. Has anybody looked at those classes? Because they were gonna be providing a session, lunch breakout, and then,
When was that? That was before she left.
and that was before she left, but it was a real nice itinerary. And I'm not sure, I probably have it somewhere, but I was really, I signed up, I was ready to go, and then. Yeah, at Elon, and it was set up, the itinerary looked very nice. I wanna try to figure out who she had coordinated with, because
I'm sure, Elon probably has a lot of stuff that's on the website as well. A lot of it, doing a little bit of research, I don't know what type of education you are kind of looking for. I mean, a lot of it's probably more or less on the people kind of, or reaching out to other members, other municipalities, here in Commission, to kind of see it. Really thank them, I think it's just kind of network. I don't know what council education, I guess that's something that's outside of research on what other municipalities do, what we can do, transfer to potentially, work on a lot of projects around here. There's something like food street stuff along those lines that's just, not what we do, but I haven't really seen myself talking to them to serve the.
I can look and reach out to the Mebane and Burlington appearance commissions and say hi. Get to know each other.
Great. And, back in here, that well, we, around here, things that they have going on, I think, it's a lot of stuff that we want to do this year, but that's, I guess, probably expanding on that, so I guess. Report side of it. Subject to Arbor Day, just report stuff, that's why your education stuff is just report us out. Typing trees, tree preservation, taking all those lines, so.
I was gonna ask that, but I can't remember what it was. No idea. It was right there. Now it's gone. Okay. Okay. No. It looks like we don't have updates from city council today. They're all at the event for 9/11. Are there any non-agenda items we would like to discuss tonight? I remember. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's
Okay. The business beautification grant. What is the deadline for that again?
I think next Friday, this Friday.
Can you make sure that's posted on social media? The deadline or whatever?
We have not, and it has been. We posted up, like,
15th is Friday.
yes.
That's this Friday.
Okay, oh, the end of the
Oh,
month.
that's nice. Okay.
Application, it's about 5 That way, here, Matt.
Or isn't it the November meeting? Oh, and we're skipping November? I thought we talked about it last time.
We must have, but I mean, these things are on file.
Yeah.
I'm at your disposal.
Is the 29th till the second enough time for you guys for the grant applications to be good to go for us to talk about them?
That's for the applicant. I mean, a lot of the stuff now, it's only an issue if it comes from the downtown area. If it's somebody outside of the downtown area, then there's no really other requirement. But when a business beautification grant comes in and it's from a area that is in the downtown area, the first have to get a certificate of approval, which comes from either the approval of me, the minor form, which is what we ran into last year, that was approved as minor, so I had to get approval as a major. And so that's what took that extra time. But we had to lot for, I guess, delays, things, so they can't. We did it last year.
And what if there's no applicants by the 29th? Do we just extend the deadline for it?
Previous years, got a lot. I guess, right. It's posted, we'll work on, I guess, update back out. There's something.
No. All right. Anything else?
I want to ask Count Kramer. I know you probably won't know this, but you could probably find out for us if the city of Graham has a tree canopy survey or study done.
That person probably asked that. I don't know, we can't apply for that, so maybe, you know, they have.
Right, moving those pots because for the decoration. No, you don't think we ever had one? Okay.
I
That,
could be wrong. I know.
Yeah.
But I can figure it out. But I'll reach out, but I think it's my hand here. I'll look.
okay,
Figure it out.
thank you.
Just a question, would Graham Park, would Graham Recreation Department? I was over there several times recently and several things that the
It needs some love, yes. Mhm.
club and
No, I don't think so, because I mean, these are city funds, how would that look at grant funds from a city organization?
I just asked a question.
Mhm.
Trying to work it the best way, I guess.
I was thinking, how can we get it to the schools? But no, I like that idea. I just feel bad for the kids with what they went through this summer. It's like,
Got
Ah.
a plan to try and separate what funds we could get and,
For the facades of the buildings downtown.
people.
So that's a question I have. Is it just downtown or is it anywhere in Graham? Okay.
Of course, there's two boards here, the advisory, board. You got you all, parents commission, last two boards, you got this local resource commission.
Mhm.
Local resource commission has a facade grant, only specific to that.
Downtown.
Shape.
Okay.
Overlay shape over the downtown area. That's only for exterior purposes, like, anything associated with the building. Anything not attached to the building, is kind of up in the air. But business beautification grant is everything within the scope of the city's grant, anything business for you require, just so happens that there's a lot of, I guess, overlap, I guess, because not a lot of people apply for it.
What about the park? Who claims that?
I believe that's city.
Yeah, city.
We have
Not a business.
maintenance people and stuff that we see, all the flowers and everything out here, those people take that out, but we grant or anything else.
That's so, yeah.
Yeah, so the historical museum is underneath the Recreation and Parks Department. Mhm. Yeah, the public park, that's public parking owned by the city, yep. Mhm.
Okay. May I have a motion to adjourn? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 6:51 PM. See you all on the 29th or the 10th. Yep.
Yes.